Right now it is -3 Fahrenheit, and the temperatures are going to continue to plunge as we go into the night. By far, this will be the coldest night I've ever spent in the car. Can I just take a moment to appreciate the fact that snow tires are changing my life? It has dropped to -5, and I believe it because these guys are out here driving on the ice. Wow. Well, guys, I've made the executive decision to order some food. It has been a long week. It's been a pretty intense week. And so I'm going to take the liberty to order some food. Oh, wow. We're already down to -7. It's so cold. It's so cold. It's so cold. I forgot my hat. I just got back to our camp spot and it is amazing, but it has like cleared out and I feel very conspicuous like this. So I'm gonna have to head to another undisclosed location to stay for the night. Oh man, it's getting kind of icy. I'm not gonna say exactly where I am just for my safety and my privacy. Oh my gosh. I literally just had that song in my head. I have to turn this off. But I literally was singing. Okay. I'm getting the car into a little stealthy mode here. And about to turn the engine off. We are at -7 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, guys, so we already have a complication with our cold weather. I went to turn my heater on to use while I'm eating before bed, and I went to roll down my windows, and this one, I couldn't get any of those over there rolled down, and they're all stuck. And then this one over here, it got rolled down like this much, and I can't get it back up for the life of me. See, it's stuck. This is honestly something I've never experienced while car camping before. So all of those of you who like to complain about my heater and who feel that there isn't enough ventilation, well, this video is for you. I guarantee you that this heat is only for comfort right now. And when I bed down, we're not going to have that on. Cheers. Got this meal. It also comes with this salad. So Claire, why are you sleeping in the car when it's gonna be like even more than -10 degrees Fahrenheit tonight? So in my Walmart car camping video with my heater, I got a lot of strong opinions about that. And a lot of people ask, why am I doing this? And while I'm not going to address why I was doing that, I will say that the reason I'm doing this is because I would like to test my equipment. I have slept in the car. And by the way, I want to say something really quickly. And that is that I have never, ever in all of my years of living in cars and car camping, I have not had trouble staying warm inside of my bedding. However, I have never experienced temperatures this low. And that's why I'm doing it, is I want to see how I can do with my sleeping bag without any heaters. A lot of you guys suggested some really kind of out there stuff like yoga and lighting candles in the car. And I mean, like some pretty out there stuff. And, you do you, boo, but that's not going to happen in this car. Parky is not here tonight just because I just do want to test this out on my own. I'm sure he's having fun and probably being even more spoiled than he already is. So I do miss the little guy though. It's just not the same without him. So I think I'm gonna have to get my electric blanket out because even with the heater, I'm still kind of cold. And I think it's probably because my window is halfway, honestly, almost more than halfway open at this point. Oh yes, we are literally chillaxing. I'm feeling 22. I don't know about you. Our thermometer is telling us that it is 60 degrees in here. I'm going to check our weather right here. I'm not going to show my location, obviously, so you guys are just going to have to trust me that I'm showing you what it is of my town. I'm sure 99.9. Oh, -8. Whoo, okay. It is. I'm going to just cover up my location up here. I am sure that 99.9% of you are fine, but it's always that 0.5% of people or something that I have to worry about. -8 and it feels like -34. I would say that this is a little chillier than what I thought it would be. I'm not cold, I'm just a little bit chilly. I'm comfortable, like I am actually comfortable. Like my body like is comfortable, like especially my legs are warm with the electric blanket. I think that it's just having this thing halfway open. It's a good thing, honestly, for the butane heater. It's a good thing. But with the wind chill, it is a little chilly.
And the things we are adding to our budget, you're going to have to spend while you're traveling.
Oh my God. Know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Some of you may be wondering why I'm going to be sleeping in my car tonight, and that is a very good question. And I know that there will be some concern here, but we will address that in this video. So cringe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Oh my goodness. Let's get on the road. Okay, or not. Well, I kind of lost track of time there. I was watching a movie. I did finally lose my heater, but it lasted a lot longer than I thought it was. So the good news is that I got my window up right after my heater went off. I managed to get my window up, so that's really exciting. I'm making some tea, so I did have to unplug my electric blanket while my water is heating up. I'm just starting off with some witch hazel. Tap the can, tap the can. Camping ASMR, camping with Claire ASMR. So I'm going to put the witch hazel onto the cotton. Yeah. Oh, I'm just so glad I got that window up. I'm using Cetaphil. I know all my guy campers here, maybe you don't care about this as much, but this is like very good. I think this stuff is great for car camping because you don't actually have to rinse it. It's like soap, but you don't have to rinse it off. So it makes it very convenient for times like these. I just got these little travel things at Walmart. I got this little like silicone. This has like my lotion in it. Actually, it does have my lotion in it. And I got this one at Walmart as well. Just little travel containers. And then I have this brand Cetaphil container, but I actually have a bigger container of a generic in my apartment, and I will just refill this with a generic Walmart brand because I think they're probably, it's like the same basically. I think I didn't bring out the lotion I usually use because it is like higher ticket item. I mean, it's not like over the top or anything, but it's not something that I want to risk getting frozen out here. So I just put like a regular lotion. I think it's like Aveeno or something. Yeah, I think it's Aveeno. Let's talk about my layers here, guys. I'm gonna have to talk kind of fast. I'm starting to get pretty cold because, yeah, I don't have any heat right now in the car, and I'm not in any blankets. So I'm gonna have to talk really quickly through this. I'm going to leave the bibs on, but now that I have the window up, I think I'm going to take the bibs off, because I think like if I have to pee or something, that would like not be fun. So we're starting at the top with this hat. Now I have under here, I like forgot. Oh yes, I'm wearing a t-shirt, and I'm wearing some base layers, and then I'm wearing this hoodie, and then on top of the hoodie, this is like my protocol for the cold weather, is this down jacket. Then over here I have these like, they're like Birkenstock socks. Oh, my foot is so cold. I'm wearing leggings, and then over, I have to put my sock back on, excuse me. And then over the leggings, I'm wearing the pair to the top, the base layer. It's like this thing right here. So you can kind of see it. It's just gray, kind of fuzzy. I did bring another pair of socks to put on top of these, but I can't seem to find them. But I'm gonna have to get wrapped up now because I'm starting to get pretty cold too. The one thing about these long nights is that it's really hard to maintain light. I feel like I keep buying like lanterns and lamps and headlamps, and it's just really hard to keep them all charged because they just have to like keep going. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, am I gonna have to buy even more? Because now this one is going and it's so cold. I don't always want to keep all the batteries, and I'll tell you, YouTube does not like it when you don't show your face clearly. YouTube, unless you're doing like a faceless channel where that's understood, but like if you're talking and your face is like blurred or something, YouTube does not like it. It will really give you problems when you try and upload, and you may not even be able to put ads on it. Not that that's the point, but you know, everybody has to live. And I mean, but seriously, it is really challenging. You want to keep that in mind if you're going to be winter car camping. Is Yeah, I mean, with the filming, I guess that does add like more of a challenge. But just in general, I mean, most people like to read or do stuff and not just sit in the dark. This is a women's sleeping bag, and it's rated 15 degrees Fahrenheit. This sleeping bag this is rated 0 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I have this blanket. I'd really like to know in the comment section. I'd really like to hear about your experiences winter car camping. I want to hear what's worked for you personally. I want to know what works for you, what you've tried, what you might want to try. And if you've never tried this before, then I don't know, maybe just think about it. Maybe consider it. And if anything, now I don't want to be Miss Doom and Gloom here, but if anything, I would just have this stuff in an emergency, because I was forever touched by the Texas storm of like, what was it, 2021? Was that it? 21? And I got stranded in that storm. And I have been stranded in other storms before. Like, seriously did get stranded in a storm in Arizona that I was unprepared for. And that was on me. I should have researched the area more. When you're not from the out west, it's hard to understand. It's hard to understand how the mountains are. I was very naive to the mountains of Arizona. I just did not understand how serious that was. It doesn't have to be this stuff, but just do yourself a favor and get some wool blankets, put them in your trunk, and forget about them. Okay? Whether you car camp or not, that's something that we can all do. Put them in the back and hope that you will never need them. Oh, that tastes good. Oh, it tastes really good. Okay. I was going to edit for a while, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to listen to some stuff. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I need my hat on. Oh, wow. I need my hat on. If you put these on too, that can also help you to stay warmer too. If you put your I got these for Christmas. I got these as a present for myself, and that will also, I love them, by the way, and that will also help keep you warmer too. We'll see how this goes. I think it's time to put some gloves on, at least before I get fully in my sleeping bags, like under my head, or like my whole body under the blankets. I think it's time to put these on. I debated using the electric blanket, but I'm going to try and save some power for the morning. I think it'd be nice to have power. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now it's kind of hard to use my phone, though. Maybe I'll get this set up to what I want to listen to. Just watch some YouTube here. Woo! The time has come for me to turn out the lights and just get into bed. My town, it's like minus 16 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's only like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm getting a little chilly just being out and exposed like this. So it's time for me to get my little, you know what, fully immersed in my bedding. So I will be, if I fall right to sleep, there's nothing I can really do about that. But if I wake up, or if I have trouble sleeping, or something wakes me up, or if I get cold, I will be giving like updates through the night, and we'll see what happens in the morning. All right, guys, I'm gonna turn in. Good night. I need more light. Okay, there we go. I did have a little issue. Oh my goodness, there's like frost up there. So it is a minus 14. And my little like thermometer thing in here, so I'm not gonna try and find it though, because I really cannot get out of my blankets right now. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get in my blanket and I'm going to tell you what my issue was. Basically what happened was I put my earphones on and I was listening to YouTube and I fell asleep. I woke up so cold. What happened was my bed was uneven and I ended up sliding to this side of the car, and my booty was pressed up against this, and that is cold. Okay, we have, I don't know, there's like ice and stuff on my, okay, that's just cold, just take my word for it. Up in there, that is cold. Like, I went to bed warm. Like, I was feeling pretty warm when I went to sleep. But because my booty was pressing up against this, oh my goodness, it was so cold. I had to readjust, oh, my hands are cold, my whole bed. But the minute I readjusted my bed and I got it centered and I moved my body over to the center, I have been warm. I am cold right now because I'm like out of my little hibernation place, but I have been perfectly fine. Well, guys, it's a little bit after 7 o'clock and I think my night is over. I definitely wanted to sleep more. I'm going to turn the car on now because the night is over and we're going to talk about what went wrong last night. Yeah, there were definitely some issues. You can definitely see my breath. That's fun. Okay, first of all, I was warm when I was just in my sleeping bag. Now, I was not toasty. I will say that. I was not toasty, and I fell asleep, no problem. But like I was trying to describe at 4 in the morning, I rolled over and I hit this. And it really just took like all the heat out of my body because of a cold surface. Similarly, down here, I do this all the time. I will show you. There's the cooler down there. My feet, my legs are too long, and all the time, like most of the time I sleep curled up, but sometimes I will intermittently stretch out, but I usually am curled up, but I will stretch out, and that does happen when I sleep, and that happened last night. The problem with that is that my feet, when it hits that cold surface of the cooler, they instantly became cold. As long as I'm all the way over into the center of the car and my feet are on the bed where they're supposed to be, I was I was fine. I could fall asleep. I really wasn't that cold. I mean, like every now and then I might think, oh, I wish I felt a little bit toastier, or I might get cold, but my body was warm. I really was comfortable, and that's the relief I felt when I got into bed. But the surfaces were like the downfall for me. That's pretty cold. This whole experience has been really humbling for me because I did not consider the surfaces at all. I was just thinking, okay, my layers and I'm good, right? But I think that because the car is so small, that does not help the situation. And so I just think this whole experience has been really humbling for me because this is something that I did not consider. I really hope that if you go car camping or truck camping or anything, you will consider the surface and really pay attention to that. I know that like camping, yes, sleeping bag is important, but like you really have to also focus on what you're sleeping on. The second you slide off of your main surface, that is a problem. And that is something that I just did not really consider because I've never slept in conditions this cold before. See you next time, guys.